Hello, and welcome to Really Big Podcast with me, Seb Grant.
Me, Ollie Johnson.
And me, Peter Shipway.
And Pete's on the show for the first time in a while, isn't he?
Yeah, it's a rare treat.
Long time no see.
Yeah.
Or no here.
I mean, I actually had to perform a musical number to get Pete to appear on the show.
You know, Pete, he is a special guest who we can only sort of coax on the show on special occasions. Pretty much we're only getting him because Sam's away. Yeah, I mean, Michael's not on the show, but Pete is no Michael, is he? Sorry, I'm already dissing him and he's only just come on.
This is why he doesn't endeavour to be on more often.
Anyway, Pete, tell them a bit about yourself for people who are listening to the show.
Well, I'm Peter Shipway, I'm 22 years old, and...
Too much information,
yes.
mate.
And I don't have anything else to say.
Sums up Pete and this episode of the podcast. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Alright, seriously, I've got no odd news. Nothing strange has really happened in the world, to my knowledge.
Really?
Oh, wait.
What about what happened today?
Oh, yeah. That was a bit unusual.
Not really funny, though, is it?
No,
well,
not
still mention it.
Well, basically, on the way here from the bus, back from Coventry, we went to see Captain America 2. It was very good.
Not on the bus.
No, they've not quite got that level of in-drive entertainment yet.
They should.
Yeah, but I mean, they don't even have Wi-Fi. What's this country coming to when you can't use Wi-Fi on a bus? I mean, what's next?
Yes, they have Wi-Fi
They're going to
on the
sell
train.
out of bottled water? My God, this country.
Apples and a completely different type of substance. What's altogether? Not even a food. Yeah. But anyway, one of the people getting off the bus got hit by a guy on a motor scooter who promptly legged it.
I mean...
He was fine. He walked to the ambulance unaided. Everything was fine, eventually. I turned around to Seb to say someone should go out there and help him. I mean, I would have done it, but wheelchair.
Sure, that's your excuse every time.
Hey, it works. And I turned around, Seb was already out. And by the way, just something to mention, Seb's voice pierces everything. I mean, we could hear him we could hear him 3 doors down through solid glass, and the people right outside the glass were talking and we couldn't hear a word.
Well, that's what I'm told. I don't know if that's true. I know that I'm the
Why would we lie?
You lie!
I know I'm the only person on this show whose voice I actually have to tone down. I have to turn Sam's voice up because his voice is so tiny.
Unless he's being miserable.
Well, no, it's more tiny when he's miserable, actually.
Oh. By the way, I know you're probably listening.
Yeah, I mean,
What are you
don't
gonna
get
do
me wrong,
about it,
I
bro?
like you, it's just, your voice is tiny. That's not an insult. I've got a very boomy voice and I wish I had a tinier voice, so, Anyway, what were you saying, Pete?
What was I saying?
That's a good point. Were you even saying anything?
I wasn't saying anything.
Okay. Well, since we don't have much to say, let's dick around for an episode.
Shall we talk about the film?
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Captain America
No
2.
spoilers.
He dies.
Right. What does everyone think of Captain America 2?
It was awesome.
Yeah, I liked it. There was something
What?
on the internet that I saw today, and it was sort of funny. Something they banned, but I'm trying to remember what it was. Something ridiculous that they banned.
Oh, was it?
It was in another country.
Wasn't it those hats with the bobbles on the end?
What?
What?
Like, you know, those hats with the flaps that come down and the things...
What?
I don't know what they're called, but, those hats with
Hats?
flaps.
Hats with flaps.
And, the strings that come down on either side.
Hats with flaps, ladies and gentlemen. Imagine presenting that on The Apprentice. No, not The
Oh,
Apprentice. On Dragon's Den.
Speaking of pictures like that, though, at uni I did colossally fuck one up.
Okay, explain, Ollie.
Well, yeah, but basically I was really tired, and I had an early start because I had to get there, and I had to get up at stupid o'clock just to get there. Well, obviously my brain was quite relaxed, and my group was supposed to pitch an idea for a performative presentation that we had to do. We're going to do it in the form of a TV channel with adverts and game shows and the like. Now, this is how I said it in the interview. What we're thinking of doing is something in the form of a TV channel in the performance space, complete with game shows and adverts and shit. And I started again because they let me start again.
Oh.
And I did the exact same thing. before I knew it, and then I just let someone else take over because I clearly wasn't feeling it that day.
You're going to love this, Ollie. Well, I don't know if love's the right word. A man's died after... Ollie!
I love how you said, I'm going to love this, and then just go, a man's died. What do you think I am?
Alright, let me finish. A man died after accidentally shooting himself in the testicles.
Okay, then. Okay.
Accidentally.
More
Well, you wouldn't deliberately do it, Pete, would you?
more details, please, so I know whether or not to feel guilty about laughing.
I don't want to say it because it names names, and I don't want to laugh at someone's unfortunate death.
Yeah, don't say names, just
Well,
details.
the person was found dead on his front porch with a pool of blood trailing from his bedroom. That's all it says. What more do you want from me?
Oh.
It's not meant to be funny. I don't know why I even said it to begin with. This is the worst
Seb, you're a sick person.
This is the worst episode ever. Okay. Let me hold on. Meet the twin sisters who share everything, including their boyfriend.
Lucky guy.
Ah. That's all that can be said.
I'm curious as to what else they share. Yeah, I mean, how far does it go?
Okay, here's something.
I mean, how far does it go? I mean, is it just material items, or do they synchronise bowel movements? What? Where's the line?
Well, I presume they have adjacent toilets in that case.
If one of them gets stabbed, does the other one feel it?
Well, they like voodoo dolls, but human. Okay, here's something else, guys. A German shop's being investigated after accidentally selling mugs featuring pictures of Hitler. A German furniture store chain apologised after selling coffee mugs bearing a faint portrait of the Fuhrer along with a swastika. What do you think, Pete?
No comment.
I'm thinking, how do you either they didn't notice or they thought they'd get away with it. Either way, how? If you've got a picture of... I mean, it's a pretty recognisable symbol and picture to have on a mug. I mean,
It's not like you can mistake him for anyone else.
I want to
Charlie
know
Chaplin.
who asked for those. who would buy those things? Why would you put them in a shop?
Hello, warehouse. We need some more of those Hitler mugs. They're going like wildfire. I mean, maybe they thought it was Robert Carlyle playing Hitler in the Hitler movie.
There was a Hitler movie?
Downfall.
Yeah, didn't you see it? No, not Downfall. Hitler: The Rise of Evil.
Oh.
It was a 2-part TV show featuring Hitler. Obviously. Okay.
Why did I snigger? I don't know.
Because I pointed at the obvious, Ollie. Okay, more news. Woman who threw shoe at Hillary Clinton was obsessed with Batman.
Okay.
The fuck?
I don't want to name names again, but this person was filed for a restraining order who says she enters her head like Dennis Quaid in Inner Space. I don't know what that means.
No.
I think a bird just went past the window.
Small world. They've built sat-navs that you can put on your feet. There's... Look at you, you're both looking at me in silence. What more do you want? You want me to actually elaborate?
Yeah.
Well, this isn't what it's about. I just spout rubbish and people take it for granted.
Yeah.
A new gadget you can wear in your shoes uses a Bluetooth link to connect with the mapping system on your mobile phone, sending discrete vibrations to your feet telling you which way to go.
Well, that's cool. But then the government can use it to know where you are at all times. Conspiracy.
Yeah. Talking about conspiracies, you know how the Ultimate Warrior died? Well, I've got this theory, and I think Holly subscribes to it, that the FBI did it.
What?
I mean, well, think about it. He was trying to bring the Warriors together as one. That would be a united front against the government. So, of course, they're going to try and stop him. And I think they got rid of Philip Seymour Hoffman for the same reason, because he tried to bring the Warriors together as one at the end of the Hunger Games Catching Fire. Spoiler alert. And I said spoiler alert after.
Yeah.
I said the spoiler, didn't I?
You know.
Katniss dies
We can edit
in
it.
Mockingjay.
You know what?
Does she? Oh no, I might have spoiled it, but I don't know because
Ollie dies at the end of this podcast.
Oh, that's a relief. But no,
They try.
I haven't read Mockingjay, so I don't know if Katniss dies or not.
You do know what a character is, right, Seb?
No, I didn't think that, you know...
these movies aren't real.
I don't think that they're going to assassinate Jennifer Lawrence, no.
That reminds me of that Blackadder
really
episode
really
where
does.
Baldrick thinks all the plays are real.
Okay, one last bit of odd news. A school teacher was refused alcohol at a supermarket for joking to his 12-year-old daughter, "That's your beer sorted out."
Oh, God.
I'll tell you what, it's a good thing that it was her daughter, really.
Yeah, that should be it sorted out. I mean...
An overzealous cashier overheard the joke as he stood in the queue at Co-op in Worthing with 4 cans of beer and a range of groceries, which included vodka.
Oh, okay. All right, well, that's... I mean, okay. That reminds me of that tweet that guy sent on Twitter. He was going to America, and he said, "Anyone want to come to drinks before we go and destroy America?" And obviously he meant it as a joke, but he got detained at the airport when he got there. This was ages ago.
Well, how would you destroy the whole country? That would be an impressive feat.
It astounds me at the length people take things too seriously.
Pete, I want to know your opinions on that. Do you think they were right to detain the man?
Well, yes.
Really?
Why? Were you actually listening to the situation, Pete?
He wasn't. His eyes were glazed
Not really,
over, and he was staring out the window.
No, not really. Basically, guy sent a joking tweet that he was going to destroy America. He was going to America for a holiday.
That's not the kind of thing you should joke about.
He said, "Does anyone want to come for drinks before we go and destroy America?"
Well, there's no smoke without fire, is there?
What about smoke machines?
Well, there must be fire inside them.
The actual
Oh,
answer to
smoke
that
machines.
was technically they're not smoke, they're dry ice.
Well, I'm no expert in the music world, hence why I'm
Chemistry
not
joke.
going to be on The Voice anytime soon.
Two guys walk into a bar. Barman says, "What'll it be?" One of them says, "I'll have H2O." The other one says, "I'll have H2O too." The second one dies.
Oh, I get it. Okay,
I don't.
another one. Tesco refuses to sell barbecue sauce to a woman without ID. Because it
Barbecue.
contained a tiny amount of alcohol and she couldn't prove her age.
I got refused Coke at the Newlands once because I didn't have ID.
Because the dealer, said he didn't have enough. He has a small cocaine addiction.
How is any addiction small?
I don't know.
Especially cocaine. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Why are we
enough
talking
of
about
the
cocaine?
serious stuff. Let's get to messing about.
Yeah, Pete, I want to ask you a question. I asked Ollie this and he genuinely didn't know how to answer it. Pete, imagine you had a beard. Ollie knows what's coming. Imagine you had a beard. A big beard, moustache and everything, facial hair. You went to sleep one night. It's just you in your house, alone. You went to sleep one night. You woke up the next morning and your beard and facial hair were all gone. What would you do? You can think about it for it. What would you do?
I think, what the fuck would be inappropriate?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no, speak for yourself, Pete. What would you do?
I don't know, actually.
I mean, but would you just carry on with your life?
Yes.
But
Yes,
wouldn't you be a bit startled that it's
Please
just
don't shoot
gone?
me.
As in, you can only assume that someone must
Well,
have
yeah,
broke into your
yes.
house to shave your face
Yeah.
while you were sleeping. Would you call the police?
What would you tell them?
Let's do the role play. I'm the police. You're calling me.
Hello?
Hello there. Well, this is the police speaking. Who is this?
This is Peace Shipway. I'm calling from beep.
Yeah, wherever you live. Sure.
And someone's stolen my beard.
What? Sorry, what did you say, sir?
Well, I woke up this morning and my beard was gone.
What do you mean it was gone, sir?
Well, when I had a beard the night before, and the next morning I woke up and I didn't have a beard.
You're wasting my time, sir.
Well, if you could try and find out who stole my facial hair, then give me a call. My number is beep.
I like how he's concerned about the public knowing about where he lives. I'm sorry, but what did you say was stolen?
My beard.
Are you sure he didn't shave it?
Positive.
Do you have any proof of your beard?
Yes, I have a photo. You come around and I'll show it to you.
How do we know you didn't shave it off yourself?
I don't own a razor.
Why would you not own a razor? How do we know you didn't throw away the razor?
Would I lie to you?
Well, it seems like you are, and it seems like you're wasting police time, which in itself is an offence, so unless you can say anything concrete that you want us to investigate...
Yeah, I give up. This is a joke now.
So,
It's a joke.
I like how he's gone from
joke now.
calling because someone's broke into his house to just admitting that he's wasting police time.
April Fools! Even though it's not April Fool's Day.
Sure. You were remarking earlier about how weird it was seeing me surrounded by the police. Do you know what's hilarious? Pete when he's in a laughing fit. So what we're going to do is we're going to make Pete laugh. We're going to show him various images, and if that doesn't work, I've got an ace up my sleeve.
Oh, God. No.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I don't get it.
Oh my god.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's fun.
That's enough. That's enough. Right. We've made Pete laugh a bit, but we haven't got an actual laughing fit yet. We're going to pull out the big guns because when I went to Ollie's house this morning, he showed me this anime called Attack on Titan, and he showed me the theme tune to the anime, and he pointed out that the lyrics at the beginning, which are obviously Japanese, sound a lot like Delicatessen. My beans?
And bees in the Jaeger.
And bees in the Jaeger. But anyway, for some reason, this sets off Pete into a big...
The next bit they say sounds like, come on, let's go for Nando's.
Okay, let's show it Pete again. I like how our thing is, we no longer have sophisticated features. We either have Michael do impressions or make Pete laugh like a maniac. Okay. Ollie, can you do your Geordie accent?
Okay. Well, it's not really Geordie, is it?
Yeah, it is.
It alternates between Geordie and Welsh, and I have
But-
no control.
He sort of announces TV shows in his accent, so I'm going to ask you to announce Game of Thrones.
And now for brand new Game of Thrones.
It's brilliant.
Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Day 5 in the Big Brother house.
Well, I suppose that's it for this week. I hope this tides you over until
We've got something of content to bring you. From all of us, I guess. Bye.
Bye.
Delicatessen!
Yeah,
There you go.
play it. Look how loud that is.